You've just come back from Electric Picnic. You thought you paced yourself out well. You had cans on Friday, Mandy on Saturday, and a bit of weed on Sunday. Yet now you're home in your soft bed. You can't shake this unnerving sense of dread. Your eyes dart from around the room, shapes move in the night, and from the corner emerges a being of utter darkness. You're so paralyzed with fear, it creeps up the bed and takes its place atop your chest. Oh, bother. Why do they always come when I'm on a come down?
Today on Sexy Beast, we are talking about Shadow People. Play the tune. A little tune.
You got that sexy beast. You're just so sexy. Are you a Loch Ness monster? Or are you Bigfoot, cryptid, supernatural vampires, banshees, Tony and Jago? Oops, there's a Wendigo. Hey, coming after me. Who the fuck said you could laugh at me, smack with me? With a Bigfoot dick you could slap with me? Blasphemy. You could dare come at me with a Bigfoot dick and a Loch Ness monster pussy. Baby, Sexy Beast.
Hello there, and welcome to Sexy Beast, your foray into the menagerie of the unexplained. Sorry, a laughing man just came in and interrupted my intro. The menagerie of the unexplained. What is this? Basically, we're a monster review show. We look at monsters, creatures, cryptids, whatever it might be, and we rate and review them, and we have a patented FEC analysis. We think, can this thing fight? What's the evidence for this thing? Is this thing even cool? And cool, what's got under that dress? Is it sexy? And then closing out the show, we're going to have Freak Encounters, where we have your submitted stories. If you don't have one, if one hasn't come in this week, I was meant to look for one, then I might have to make one off the top. Okay, Jago's looking at me like I've fucked up. And I have fucked up, because I forgot my laptop today. So I'm playing everything off my phone, and I didn't do any preparation for this. Well, no, hang on. This is going to be great.
Yeah, you've been a lot of negative energy there. You're probably going to attract the shadow people.
Whoa,
what a
shadow people, shadow people.
Looks like people made of shadows.
Really, really good stuff. Jago, who are you?
I am winner of Goss.ie's Long Knob of the Century.
Yay!
And with me is
31-year-old man.
Tony Cantwell, Bumpy Arsehole, sponsored by
Oh, come on.
Danone. Actimel.
Danone. He's got a bump, asshole. Asshole. Imagine someone said that to you. Actually, do you know, I remember a bully. I was like, a bully like pushed me, and I was like trying to be like, get back at him. I was like, don't push me, push a push pop.
Oh yeah, they were the good ones. Like
Yeah.
Or the American one, which was brought up in my school, but the guy said it and thinking he was cool, but he got slagged so much about saying an Americanism. It was like, oh, whatever you say bounces off me, sticks to you, or I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever I say bounces off me, and everyone's like, oh, go back to America.
That doesn't fly here.
Yeah,
that doesn't fly here. Be like, shut the fuck up, you.
The best one was
glue and fucking shit.
glue on your rubber. I'm laying your mad. Wish you would use the rubber.
Fucking PVA, cunt. Don't be saying that to me.
Watching Art Attack and never having PVA glue, so you use super glue and then you messed up your paper mache.
Oh yeah, you don't do that. I remember getting PVA glue. I asked my man for PVA glue. I was like, man, please get us PVA glue. I promise we're going to make so many paper mache things. And I didn't.
And what was the other thing? Split pins. They were the huge ones.
Oh, split pin, yeah.
Rotate,
Yeah.
There was also a girl in our school, was called a bitch by some lad, and she was like,
God.
A bitch is a female dog. A female dog is part of nature. Nature is beautiful. Thanks.
Oh,
and
God.
I was like, oh, you were burnt.
Some like people used to call you a sap. Yeah, sexually attractive person. So
yeah,
you're a sap. Yeah, I'm a sexually attractive person. So thank you very much. Thank you for a sexually attractive person.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm a sap. I'm a sexually attractive person.
Yeah, and then the teacher got too involved, and that was a bit weird.
Remember, sap was like the worst. You sap.
Yeah.
You sap.
I was being sap.
Or you swat. I still call Terry a swat. Whenever we're on like a honeymoon, we're on like a tour or whatever. She'll ask a load of questions just to show that she knows more than everyone else in the room.
Wasn't it we were in...
And what are these coochie tunnels? And they were built... Oh, cool. Yeah. Like, just confirming everything.
Swat. Yeah, it's confirmation. She's like, oh, weren't these built in... Like, not real questions.
Yeah,
like, you know the answers to this.
Yeah.
She's a swat.
She literally dances on the spot with her hand up, asking for questions.
Who was it? It was we were in... For your stag, we were in a brewery. And kept asking questions. And
probably Connor.
It was Connor. It was 100%.
Probably Connor.
Our friend Connor was just asking questions just to ask questions, and we heard.
He was probably asking, "Can I kiss you?"
Yeah, he was asking. He was actually hitting on her.
Would you go to bed with me? No, I'm only messing, Connor.
We love Connor. shadow people. So anyway,
What?
yeah, we're
Okay.
talking about shadow people. Now I was
Hang on, you're at a party.
oh.
You're explaining what the shadow
I
people
was
are.
going to tell you something about research.
Oh, sorry, go on, sorry.
So I was researching this, and then when I was younger, I used to have like once every 4 years, I used to have sleep paralysis. I used
the
to
night terrors.
absolutely terrifying. And then I researched this about 2 nights or last night, and then I got fucking sleep paralysis in the middle of the night.
Did you?
Yeah. Just
Explain exactly what you were feeling. How it went
So
down.
I heard like a noise because I live on a very busy street.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard a noise. My window was wide open because it was roasting. And then I sort of, my body awoke, or my mind awoke. So I couldn't open my eyes, and it just felt like I was in sludge. And then I was trying to say something. It was like, and I could feel it coming from like my back,
My God.
words trying to come out. And eventually my body woke up, and it was just like fuck. And I didn't see a shadow person now, but I don't think they liked me researching them.
Oh God, maybe they were looking up your Google history.
That's a really good one.
They saw something they didn't like.
It's like, oh no, why did he put in sexy shadow people? He's like, oh, he's putting in these weird things. Anyway,
he watched the smoke monster from Lost, and then he went straight on to Pornhub.
No, didn't even go to Pornhub. Just got the kitchen towel.
Oh my God.
Kitchen towel, not kitchen towel. So I'm at a party.
Okay, hang on. What's shadow music? Let's play The Shadows.
Yeah.
Very good. Great job. Okay. You're at a shadow party.
Is it like just a goth party and I'm talking to a goth girl?
Just you're in an interdimensional world of the shadow.
Yeah.
Remember your man from Skeleton Warriors who could jump through shadows interdimensionally?
Oh yeah, he was like half.
Yeah, and he was all deformed.
He was a brother of the king or the prince or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he was all like, oh, I can jump through shadows.
Yeah.
But they all had the little fucking diamond in their belly, and if the belly got taken
Was
out.
it Lights die as the power? Da, 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 da.
Yeah, something like that. At least fucking Shadow Warriors.
Check it out. Fucking playing Skeleton Warriors tune here. Hang on. No, they don't have it. Right. Okay, go on anyway. We're at a shadow party.
And I walk up to
Yep.
this interdimensional being, his, her, or it, doesn't assign gender. I say, have you ever heard about the shadow people? It's like, oh, brilliant. A worldwide phenomenon has been repeated throughout known history. A shadow person is usually seen at the corner of your eye. They usually happen to people who have experienced traumatic experiences in their life. When looked at directly, they usually disappear. Sometimes they can be a mist-shaped form or a solid shape. Sometimes they have dark, glowing eyes, but wherever they go, they bring despair and fear.
If you take out your cock, I'm gonna be so annoyed.
Do you know what you sound like? You ever seen Us?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so shadow people.
Shadow people.
So there's been reports from these, like even in the Quran, there is talk of a pitch black sapient being that follow people around.
Wow, are you sure you're not talking about the Kerrang magazine? 'Cause that sounds like straight out of a
Gerard
new metal
Way.
band. Yeah.
And then there's also in Europe, Proto-Europe, there's a creature that is pure black, and it causes fear to humans to try and get its own body.
Ugh.
This is kind of like it. This was late at night. I was researching this, and I'll go into a lot of evidence.
Sure.
The evidence is where it sort of kicks off. But the shadow people are like, they're not nice people. A lot of people try and sort of say that they're guardian angels looking out for and stuff like that. But a lot of the times they do bring fear. There's a specific one called the Hat Man who. I'm the Hat Man. I'm a man made of shadow. Man made of shadow. And he brings fear. And if people are scared of him, he grows in power, and he can move things. And he's one of the only ones that can be looked at directly.
Fucking hell, the Hat Man.
I'm not gonna lie, I think most people have experienced this sort of thing where you're at home,
Sure.
yeah, you're watching TV, and then you see something at the corner of your eye, you turn around pretty quickly and stuff like that. So these are what the shadow people are. There's some stories about them, but that we'll go into later. But what we're going to talk about now is fighting.
You always do this. Okay. You know I don't have the thing.
So Tony forgot his laptop, which had all the songs on it. So what's going to happen is I'm going to make Tony sing live.
Okay, here we go.
I'll do the music, you sing along.
Oh, fighting.
Very
perfect.
good.
Yeah.
Jago, I don't think these things can fight particularly well because I've been attacked by them multiple times and they suck.
Okay, tell me your story.
they mostly, as David Attenborough alluded to at the top of the show, they mostly come at a time when my serotonin levels are massively depleted, and maybe a bit of sleep deprivation. But it's usually just I've had it years ago where I've had the feeling of, you literally see those images of a goblin, sitting on people's chests and almost like sucking the life out of them. You're almost like breathless, short of breath.
A German creature from Slavic history, a mare that used to sit on people's chests and mess up their hair.
Well, actually, there's a couple of things we've discussed already on this show. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but there's a number of things that we've kind of alluded to that could be sleep paralysis. But the thing is, I've kind of conquered it. Not to be totally, I mean, I could fucking get sleep paralysis tonight or whatever. But I mean, I just kind of realized, right? Well, there's nothing I can do about it. Lying down here is not the worst thing in the world. I'm already in bed. I'm just going to be lying here anyway. I know I'm going to regain my body again because it's happened every time. So I just kind of lie there with a depleted sense of fear, and then usually nod off.
Yeah. I do. I've had it before, and it's the same sort of scenario. It's been like sleep deprived, or serotonin level, or it's been a long day, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, fuck, something in the room, whatever. Yeah. I remember actually, one of my older sister was having like a first date with her boyfriend, whatever, and I was being babysat by them, and I was convinced there was something in my room. Like, there was something moving around in the room in the dark, and I bawled my eyes out, and like, she never let me forget that. Like, her first date with her boyfriend was just me screaming. God, fucking 21.
And what happened to them?
Age. They broke up because your man said, I can't take your crazy younger brother.
Crazy older brother, imagine that.
Yeah.
There's someone in my room!
What was that pop? So basically, yeah. So I went through the list of things that we'd like to do. So shape-shifting.
Yes.
Teleportation. Can changes mood in the room, can bring a fear and despair.
Yeah.
Intangibility, can move through things.
Fucking hell.
Reproduction, can become two shadows.
Jesus. Like multiple man.
Yeah, multiple man. Now, a lot of, as you said, the stories we talked about were people being like freaked out, they sleep paralysis, they see these creatures in the night and they don't attack them. But there's a website which I went on to called shadowpeople.org.
Ooh.
And I read every single story that's on it, and I'd say there's a good 50 stories on it. And
they're before or after you had sleep paralysis?
Before.
Good shit.
Yeah, so I read all the stories. The stories are pretty short. There is longer ones, but I picked short ones. And the stories of people waking up with scratches on their bodies. There's a woman. It was actually a really sad story. This is not really appropriate for a podcast, but she went into her child's room and saw a shadow person, whatever. Didn't think any of it, and then a couple of weeks later, the child died. Like, that is, it's not really funny or anything like that. But
I know it's not funny.
But these stories are mad. Like, there's so many of them. It's so prevalent, and especially in history, like a lot. As you said, a lot of them, people who survived them are not hurt, and the only time that you are going to see these people or anything like that, and the way to beat them is look directly at them. Apparently, so
I get, because I would tend not to look. You know, you're keep an eye open. Like, no, there couldn't be something there. No, you don't want to like head under the duvet vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like that. Yeah, if you can't see something, they can't hurt you. That, like, I used to be terrified when there was like monsters under the bed, and then I'd just literally jump from my like doorway to the bed, because I was like, if I touch the ground, they'll know, like big spider.
I think I was more sensitive of having my heels touched. In retrospect, you know, like, that's why I like kind of jump from the bed, like, won't do nothing grabbing me. My arm, like, I put my arm down there, no bother. You know what I mean? I just didn't want my heels being touched. Maybe I just a weird
heel
anti-kink.
Yeah, anti-kink. I like that. Yeah. That's my name, my new drag name, anti-kink.
Oh, okay.
Anti-kink. I love that.
Yeah, but like, I flip-flop in terms of how aggressive these things. I mean, we've talked about sleep paralysis. We'll probably talk about this a bit more in evidence, but I don't know. I don't know how fucking. I don't know if these, like, are they. Fighting comes down to whether they're real or whether they're conjured up by your own brain, because it's very possible that, you know, you having a level of severe paranoia and conjuring something up kind of manifests something and does create something that could eventually kill you or lead to some sort of anxiety or panic.
Yeah, the anxiety, panic,
or some sort of suicidal thoughts potentially. You know, you never know.
Could this be that you wish self-fulfilling prophecy? You think about this so much that this creature is actually created.
Could be. This is the thing, you know, and also, who's to say that something couldn't be completely created by conjuring up in your own head.
Yeah.
You know, like rooms having a bad vibe, you know, and you could, you know, that's
I've explained my theory of ghosts before, that no energy can be destroyed, it can only be moved from one form or another.
Sure.
That like if a lot of bad things happen in one area, like a lot of people die, or there's a lot of like bad juju in the area, that it sort of permeates into the thing. So I think that's why, like, I think that's why people see ghosts. They see like it's basically a mirror image of what had happened, or something like that. And I go into more of an evidence about that anyway.
No, I think you're right, and I think people like I think people, a lot of people don't like the words like vibes or energy and stuff like that, especially
vibrations and stuff.
But I think people that are more kind of scientifically orientated in, you know, they're like, don't give me fucking vibes, I need something fucking tactile, I need something real. I think they're not necessarily tuned in. They're tuned into a completely different frequency. They're tuned into a kind of here and now. They wouldn't look to pick up energies in a room, or maybe sometimes their brains physically can't.
Yeah,
you know?
they're like, we're just scratching the surface, so we really don't know what's going on. Like, it could be other dimensions leaking into ours or something stupid like that. Fighting wise though, drop it in the theatre screams. I don't think, because they'd all need to be going to sleep.
Yeah.
And it needs to be dark. Imagine a kraken, just like a shadow person in a kraken, and a kraken has like a big eye.
I mean, in a bright room, it dies.
Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. You don't be down. Anyway,
that's racist somehow.
I gave it a pretty low score, 4.
I also gave it a score of 4 when I did my research and I organised.
Oh yeah, I see that big pile of research in front of you. So now,
Yellow Pages, baby.
We're going to move into my favourite part of this creature, the evidence.
Oh, but what is the evidence, sir? I was writing something down.
Oh, that was very good. The pencil was a really good noise. I went.
That's a whistle, you idiot.
So evidence. Love
100%.
it. Loads of it.
Well, there is actually. I mean,
that website, even shadowpeople.org, if you want to look it up.
The organisation.
The organisation. There's over like 50 stories ranging back from like 2000. It's a real geosites website. Like, it's real old. That has been updated in a while. But the only thing that's updated is the stories part. And then there's a big description about it. And then there's longer stories, which are like people just trying to flex their fucking creepypasta muscle. You get that?
Yeah, but I mean, okay, sorry. Well, let's hear some of this, because I was about to completely dismiss the whole thing. But why don't you go on with some?
All right, I'll go into
spooky,
some of the theories
shit.
of what they could be. All right.
Okay.
Most obvious one that we'll talk about are ghosts.
Sure.
As I said before, it could be vibrations of people left in an area. They're just trying to communicate with us somehow, but they're just slightly off sync. Excuse me. The next one, aliens.
Yeah. And also, sorry, on the ghost thing, they could actually be, given the fact that it's kind of like darker and blacker, they could maybe be almost even absorbing light and breaking into another dimension. You know, they could actually be trying to, and like maybe only able to access you on that frequency of fear.
Maybe like just before you fall asleep, your brain is sort of filled with a chemical that is, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a biologist, but like,
obviously, we're talking
absolute shite. We need a sting for that one. Like you know, like people have near-death experience and they say they're seeing light or stuff like that. This could be you just falling asleep and you. But
on that, my mum was in a car crash years ago. She's fine, obviously. Not obviously, but she's fine. But she said that her whole life flashed before her eyes, like in a blip. What's that about?
Yeah, so there is a theory about that. What was that we brought up?
I don't know. Soundboard. Go on.
So that's your brain trying to go through. It's like a panic reaction. Your brain trying to go through everything to try and find a way to get out of this situation. So your brain just replays everything that you've ever done to see if you've been in this situation before. It's basically just like, so say if you were trapped in a rising water, your brain would be like, all right, have I ever been trapped in rising water, and how did I get out of it that time? So it's sort of like an escape method. That's what people are, and that's why your life flashes before your eyes in like most sort of situations. Like, have I been stabbed before?
Oh yeah, jump left.
Yeah.
Roll left.
Roll left.
Welcome, gather round the fireside and listen to a tale.
The Irish are a nation of storytellers, and Fireside, the Irish Storytelling Podcast, is having its very first live show at Bellow Bar on August 22nd. The Fireside Sessions beginnings will be an evening of folklore, mythology, some true tales, and even a few tunes. Sure, it wouldn't really be a session without them now, would it? Join me, your host, Kevin C. Olahan, and some very special guests of storytellers and musicians for an intimate and entertaining evening of what the Irish do best. No, not that, although we do hope there'll be a few of them too. August 22nd, Bellow Bar, Dublin. Tickets on eventbrite.ie/The Fireside Sessions beginnings. Follow us on Instagram at Fireside Bard, and we'll see you all round the fireside. Yeehaw.
Another theory we talked about this is
Yes.
aliens.
Interdimensionals?
That's the
A
aliens
different
/
theory.
interdimensionals. There's some sort of cloaking device, and they're just observing us to see. And when you get sleep paralysis, it's the effects of their like medicine wearing off. They've sort of put you under to try and like study you, because like the theory is that we're like one of the last intelligent species, and our like images are being blocked from Earth, and we're just being we're like a human zoo.
That is my number one fear in life, is being abducted by aliens.
Yeah.
It was my number one like fucking nightmare upon nightmare of being abducted by aliens.
What about like if you're not a good husband or a father?
No, don't fucking mind that. Don't mind that. That's fine. No, my number one worry in life is that I become a washed up comedian and I have to send people birthday messages with the balloon face for cash to get
For
by.
Cameo. There's a lot of really famous people on that Cameo thing.
No, I wouldn't rule that out. But I mean, like that's my only source of anything, and I jeopardize my whole life. And then I'm divorced, and I don't have custody of my kids.
What are the names of the kids?
Ploon and Isk.
And you name it just so.
Just
like Kickstarter for my kids.
Kickstarter for
I'll
my
get
kids.
my wife pregnant if you film my Kickstarter.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I got something stuck in my throat. I ate like a load of almonds before I got here, and I think I got an almond stuck in
You know
my
you have to take the shells off.
throat. No, they were roasted and salted already. Yeah, so we said interdimensional beings trying to crash through our space into our realm. There's another theory that they're angels protecting us.
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel like it.
Doesn't feel like it. Why would they cause us to... Yeah.
Well, do you know what? I mean, you know, then if they were angels, it should be like that Dan Aykroyd blowy scene from Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
you know? It shouldn't be the fucking the opposite, like I'm being choked by some fucking idiot.
Maybe he likes it. Maybe in heaven, the only people who like choke during sex are in it, and they're like, I like it, so they must like it too.
Maybe.
The shadow people are just a sign of your imagination when your brain goes under for deep sleep. That's another
Yeah.
one. Or this is really cool. It's called paranelia. It's where a human brains automatically see patterns in things that aren't patterned to try and recognize it in some sort of distinguishable way. That's why we see faces in houses, and we see faces in cars, so we see faces on dogs.
But like, yeah, but like, we can, like, I can close my eyes now and conjure up whatever I want.
Don't.
I'm just gonna visualize you putting your. Stop it! Don't do that. No, but like I can visualize anything I want with my eyes closed. So with my eyes open in the dark, I can also be like I could, with my eyes open in the dark, visualize a dragon. Like I could see a dragon on the wall.
No, but the thing is though,
Like I could see a dragon kind of on the wall there by just looking at that black spot.
No, but the thing is that the lights are going back into your rods and cones in the back of your eyes. They're transmitting into an image. So you know in your head that there's no dragon there. You're just imagining a dragon there. Imagine dragons.
But I'm not.
Great band.
Yeah, very good. But I'm not emotionally connected to my projection of the dragon on that wall. I'd be emotionally connected because it's like anything. It's like when you're watching like Derek Acora going into a fucking spooky house trying to contact the dead, and then you hear something behind you. Like, why is it that ghosts only appear when you're watching something about ghosts? You know, like why is it that like it's almost like
They're just shy. They're like, oh, he doesn't want to see me, and he's like, oh, he's watching things.
oh, he's
about ghosts.
watching. And then they get
He
the
likes
alarm
ghosts.
from the ghost station.
Yeah.
Wee, wee, wee.
If like I say this now, if anyone has a chance, go on shadowpeople.org and read like 2 stories. Don't read it before bedtime because that's my problem. That's why I woke up with like
Yeah, that's silly.
I'm a big fan of this. I think it could be just interdimensional beings. They could be going around. They could be where your room is. It could be their kitchen, and they're just fucking walking around. And somehow the dimensional barrier between it is a bit loose, and just a little shimmer, and that's what you see.
But
You're usually mad for the interdimensional people.
I am, but I'm having to be devil's advocate here for the sake of this because I haven't done my research.
No.
But what I would say is, like, if you had... But the thing is, like, the reason I can't get behind it is because I know it's sleep paralysis. Like, I know it's a medical condition that people suffer from. And I know that, like, I sleep more sound knowing that my mind can wake up at any second if there's a sign of, you know, fear, you know, or if there's something
unusual noise,
noise or something like that. And the fact that I can conjure up the idea that I could be attacked at any time, and that there is in my mollycoddled brain still an aspect of this kind of primal fight or flight. But and also in reality, like, I could see sleep paralysis happens to almost everyone. So does a flu. But we're not going around saying there's a load of fluid or snot people, you know.
Tune in next week for
Snot
Snotzilla.
people. No, like, we just like I'm fucking sweating here. I have not been, you know, possessed by the fucking, you know, water deity.
Yeah, but you're like, these are two separate things. Like, yeah, water deity.
It's a condition though.
Oh, I don't know. Because some people don't.
It's salacious and it's sexy, and I love it, and I love the idea of especially cloaked aliens scoping me out. You know, and
when aliens finally come down to us and they're like, all right, lads, what's the crack? We were looking at you for a while and we're using our cloaking technology, and you're in the back, and they were like, anyone who thought it was sleep paralysis doesn't get eternal life. So fuck you, Tony.
Deep down, you have a part of your brain that does think that.
Yeah, it's like everyone else gets it, just like Tony Bear.
Well, I was kind of believing in God, so can I get into heaven?
That's the thing. I'm going to cover all my bases. If I know I'm going to die, like, say, some sort of terminal illness.
You need to know deep down. Like, you know...
Like apparently you can say a prayer and you go to heaven.
No, that's bollocks.
I won't go into heaven if you never...
What's that?
I don't know. It's like, you won't get into heaven if you never look back.
Sing it?
I don't know it.
Oh,
you'll never get to heaven if you're in the spade. Won't get a job. Anyway, listen.
Jesus
this
Christ.
is gone off topic.
That's so shit.
We're recording this in the middle of the day.
I know, no one's even drunk. Not that we normally... Anyway.
Oh, no.
For
evidence, I give it an evidence of 7. I give an evidence of 7.
I give it an evidence of 8.
You literally just a devil advocated.
I give it evidence. I could give it an evidence of 10 because it does exist. And
but not in the shape we're talking about. We're not talking about some sort of sapient black creature that can move through dimensions.
But if it's something that can be conjured up by us, you know what I mean? Who's to say that's not interdimensional?
Do you think that if enough people
7.
think of like this creature in like existing, it could be like summoned?
I used to believe stuff like that. You could find me in the kitchen
at parties
talking shit and saying stuff like, you know, I just believe that, like, if everyone actually believed that we could all fly, we could fly. It's only because most people believe that we can't fly.
I think that's bullshit.
I also believe that's bullshit.
But why were you saying? Were you trying to impress someone?
No, I was thinking
that's
that
how
I was
met
thinking.
my wife.
I was thinking it was when I was reading about like that kind of like 100th chimp theory that like there can be a seismic shift. Like it's something like the 100th chimp theory where it's like. I don't know if it was actually studied, but it's like an island of 1,000 chimps. One is taught how to use like tools or whatever like that, and then another one is taught. By the time the 100th is taught how to use tools, the other 900 on the island somehow immediately are able to know how to use tools just from this kind of like global cosmic intelligence. Similar,
is that not like just like learning by osmosis? That
but not being taught directly. So I don't know what it is. I'm fucking butchering it. But in the same, it's kind of in the same way that like when records are broken, they can be broken internationally, and that like wheels and stuff like that being found on the planet at different continents when they couldn't have been shown directly, but when this intelligence is switched on, everyone's able to somehow pick
it
up
at the same time. Like say a different continent. Like, at the same wheels of like.
So like 4 Minute Mile or whatever like that, or was it 5 Minute Mile, whatever it is, you know, that when that was kind of broken and people could do that, then people knew that they could do that. So similarly, people believed they could fly, and everyone believed they could fly, then everyone could fly when you can't. That's not true.
All right, I'm going to everyone who's listening to this podcast now, just say out loud to yourself, I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Yeah.
Don't say it in that order. So you give it a 7?
I give it a 7 as well.
Oh, so now we're going to talk about cool.
Boom, 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 cool, baby.
Do Jeez, you're very spot on there now. Did you ever thought about doing voice acting?
Actually, it's a good idea. I tried to. I hope I get that D&D one.
Did you send it in?
Yeah, I sent them in. So I got these. For people who don't know, I emailed immediately to Jago. My voice agent sent in. Hope it could actually be for Divinity Original Sin 2.
The 2's already out, so it could be
3, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Well, so I got like this sheet of like 10 different character races in the D&D world. So I ended up sending in my thing for a dwarf, which were Irish.
Yeah.
They wanted Irish dwarfs. An orc, which would have as a goblin.
Yeah.
Cockney goblin. My name is Skizzik. I heard you're staying with us for a while. That was my.
That's really good. I like that one.
Yeah, hopefully they get back in touch with me.
So we're gonna move on. We're on cool factor now. Mm-hmm. To give you.
Oh man, very cool.
Very cool. I do like
Is it? Well, if we're talking about cool in terms of popularity, everyone has seen this.
Yeah.
This is the one cryptid everyone has actually seen.
Yeah.
So that's got to bump up the old cool
Yeah,
points.
definitely. Like, it's popularity. Like, there's
Shout out People's a great name as well.
Slenderman was inspired by this as well. Like, the guy who created Slenderman from the Creepypasta website, he actually suffers really badly from sleep paralysis. So he sort of gathered from
Maybe you
this.
should go for a fucking run.
I know it's the middle of the day and you're not drunk, but you're like my uncle who's been drinking whiskey and just says like really mean things to me.
You should go for a run.
You should go for a run. Hey, look at your boobs. You should go for a run.
If I was, do you know what? Actually, I was thinking about this, and I don't know why I was thinking about this on the way here, but I was actually no, it was probably from thinking about sleep paralysis. Like when I spent most of my time indoors and stayed up really, really late till like 3 o'clock in the morning, barely got any sleep, you know, I could kind of like, I was actually living in a state of depression, not knowing that I was depressed. You know what I mean? Just thinking, this is just standard. I'm not depressed. This is what I like to do. What's most comforting to me is doing nothing and ignoring calls and not talking to anyone and then just staying in. And then it's only when you realize that that's not what you realize what it's like to kind of be active and see people and go out a bit more that, you realize that's not depression. So I really feel for people like that and in people who are like, 24-hour, incels and redditors and stuff like that. And
people can't sleep. I went through like a phase of like I was about like 20 where I stayed up till like 4 o'clock, slept until when I was in work as well. So I'd sleep until 9 and go in for 10 or whatever. And it was just not. I don't think I was my own person. I was just like, ugh. Especially
if you're doing shift work. If you're doing shift work and you give it over. If you're doing shift work and you have work at 2. No fucking way you're doing that before 2. So you're just going to stay up late and you're going to get into a rhythm.
I don't trust people who have shift work and they go in at 2 and they've had a whole day.
It's bollocks.
They're like, oh yeah, I was in the shops and I bought like a rock candy. Get out of here. Get out of here.
The worst day ever.
Very, very cool. As you said, very popular in a lot of media products as well. A lot of video games have the sort of the shadowy characters. It's like represents. A lot of the time it just turns out to be a representation of your inner turmoil.
I love. Did you play Not Limbo Inside? And you have the shadow people in the
I love that
under the sea
and they're all
water.
just like.
It's so I love that Mario Boo mechanic of the ghosts will only come at you when you're not looking at them.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a fucking phenomenal mechanic.
That sounds like an inspirational quote someone's ma would put up. No. The ghosts only come for you when they're not looking at them.
When you're not looking at them. Yeah.
And it's just a minion.
With papyrus font on a magnet.
I'm going to make that and put it up. And I bet you anything my ma will share it. I'm going to put it on my Facebook.
It's like a minion being ban the burqa.
Yeah. So like click there. So like I had to block all my relatives on Facebook just because old people over 50 can't meme or shouldn't meme.
No.
Yeah.
Can't meme, shouldn't meme. Don't give a meme.
That's White Men Can't Meme. That's the new book I'm writing. Unreally cool. I give a 8 for this.
I didn't give a number. I'm going to give it an 8 as well.
Oh, so now we're going to move on to
sex appeal.
Don't get really tired. Headlighted.
It's not that sexy.
Yeah.
Well, if you're looking at this like a kind of kinky Dan Aykroyd blowy ghost who just chokes you, but does not leaves you really blue balled at the end of the day.
Takes your breath away. I have like different categories. If it's a ghost trying to scare you, not sexy.
Yeah.
If it's interdimensional being, it could be like a really hot person, just sort of like in your room.
Into that, I always feel that they're men, and I shouldn't.
Yeah, do you know why? Because we're the more voyeuristic of the species. So we're like, if say someone said to you, all right, I have this new device that you put it on, and people will only see you now as a shadow in the corner of their eye.
Oh man, I would totally abuse that power.
Yeah, exactly. So, but if you give it to someone, like, I'd say if you give it to, no, I'm not. I'm actually giving a lot of
You're talking shit.
talking shit. Yeah, like I said, if you give it to a woman, would do it as well.
Women don't see. I don't think. Would women spy? Would women look at a peephole? Who would be more likely to look at a peephole? I mean, you can't do it at all now because that's, Porky's is just like, that's completely inappropriate. But say if it was all a bit of fun and you were staring at people spying on, people getting dressed or
Some
whatever
people
like that.
give consent to be stared on.
Well, no, come on, let's just you're just looking at a peephole. Who's more likely to do it? I would believe men would be more likely to stare at people in ladies' shower than women would in a men's shower.
Yeah, I don't know. Like there could be like some people.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what? I'd be terrified someone would put something in my eye.
What do you mean?
I have a weird thing about when I look through things that something's gonna come into my eye. So
every time you stare in a glory hole, you are worried.
Why?
So each time
Why are you making it seem like
I'm
it's
asking a question? Every time you've stared in a glory hole, you've been worried that something's going to stick in your eye.
Yeah, exactly. So even when I'm doing binoculars, I have to just like sort of give it a shake and a little rub to see if there's no sharp edges. That's just precautions.
No, it's good, I suppose. Yeah, you should look out for your eyes.
Yeah.
So these are sexy in that they're pretty much exclusively bedroom bays.
Yeah.
What
do you got under those shadows?
do you got on them sheets?
Yeah, I think they do have some sort of sex appeal, but they don't have enough sex appeal to make me like salivate.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, if there was a bit more of a form to them rather than some sort, because I can't kiss a mist.
No, and you wouldn't want to kiss a mist.
Kiss.
I was waiting for a joke, but I just wanted to use.
Why didn't you make one then? Why don't you make like a 3-in sleeve?
Why don't you make like a 3-in-1 and give it to me?
And kiss my mist.
Yeah, whatever. It's sexy. It's fucking bedroom bay. But I don't know. Maybe would I be into like? Do you know which Pokemon I'd probably want to fuck more than
Ghastly?
No, Ditto.
Why?
Just a load of jelly.
But then you could also become what you wanted. So if you wanted to
No,
turn
no,
Misty,
no,
I was going to say Misty, but she's a kid. Nurse Joy.
Misty's hot.
Nurse Joy, or what was the policewoman? Jenny.
Yeah, Nurse Jenny, and she's hot, and all the cops are hot.
Yeah. Some sort of cloning facility going on with all the Jennies and the Joys.
We talk about Pokemon quite a lot on this show.
Yeah, I like Pokemon.
Maybe too. Do people? Write
Yeah.
in. Let us know.
Right.
I give this a sex appeal of 6.
Sex appeal of 6. I will give it a sex appeal of 6. I actually do have 6 down here, so. And now for the final scores on Shadow People.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to get the theme. I got to get the theme. Final scores are...
Fighting 8. Evidence of 7. Cool of... I don't have that round.
8.
8. Final score of 25.
Wow. I don't have the Premier Crypt in front of me, but I'm sure that's impressive.
We're very unprepared, but we like this episode. We like having a lot of talk about Devil's Advocates.
We like having a lot of talk about Devil's Advocates.
Stop slagging my English. You mean I speak English good. I like Shadow People.
I like Shadow People too.
I think everyone knows, everyone's experienced, so they can have sort of, like when we talk about the Yowie or Bunyip or something, a lot of people just are like, what? But most of the people have had these experiences with either sleep paralysis or some sort of otherworldly bedroom activities.
That'd be a good kinky thing, being like, I want you to be a shadow person.
So, so basically, in the corner of someone's eye, but as soon as they turn towards you, you have to drop to the ground. So
Yeah,
they
you
can't
have to
see
jump
it.
out of the way, and you sit on someone's chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a poop.
No.
So now we're going to do top trumps.
Dude. No, wait, hang on. Who's gonna win is a Tony Jago, putting a woman against her. Get my demon in the theater screams, the water is over, call top drums.
That was very good. You remember these a lot.
Of course I do, I wrote them.
Yeah, I don't remember the lyrics of the main song.
You don't fucking know. You're like that. I've even heard you mess up your own name in the theme song. Tony and
that guy.
There you go.
So I won last week.
Yeah, you did.
I actually have a new Sexy Beast Bible that I did my research in, so I don't have your team name from last week. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Team Tony's Cool.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah.
So Team Jago was cool versus Team Tony's cool. I'm going to draw my card. And I am going to play cool. 8.5.
Okay, hang on, let me get mine. Okay. Oh, for fuck. Okay. Yeah, okay. Cool of which?
8.5.
I think my cool, I can't prove it. I think my cool is 10.
What creature is it?
Bigfoot. It's more than 8.5, wasn't it?
Yeah, I definitely think it is.
I win.
Fuck. So what's the name
I
of it?
win. You lose. I win. You lose. I win. You lose. And I win. You lose.
So what is my new team name for this week, Taunt?
Your new team name is Team Operation U Tree in my heart.
You was always coming back to the U tree.
Because
you need freshening material.
you became a huge celeb, unfortunately, after Operation U Tree. They'd be knocking down your door.
After.
Yeah. And my name is Team Pogmatone.
Oh, that's a very good. Did you just get that from that?
What are you talking about?
He has a cup in front of him that says Pogue on it.
Other coffees are available.
Other coffees are available.
Now, time for a little freak encounter. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Freak encounter. Oh, brilliant. Now, because no one sent one in, don't worry.
Oh no. This thing again.
So this one comes in from Gary in Tralee.
There you go. Cheers for this.
How's it going, guys? No, I'm not going to do the voice. How you doing, guys? It's Gary here from Tralee. I say guys, he has in parentheses just Tony. My granddad, his father fought in the War of Independence. He was stationed in the Jacobs factory when shit went down. Please don't swear. That's me talking to Gary. Anyway, he said he was stationed in the Jacobs factory. Wait, I did one about the Cadbury's factory last week. Yeah.
Was you in
No, hang on.
factories?
He was in the Jacobs factory in 1916. And he fucking...
Was there a spider in a hand in this?
There was.
Whoa!
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Send in your fucking freak encounter.
Please do. We're going to lose our minds. Tony has spent a lot of money on improv classes, and this is what he comes
I don't
up
do
with.
improv. Hang on. Let me think of something. Let me think.
All right, I'll give you something, all right?
Does this happen to you?
No. Graveyard
Okay.
and polio.
Okay. This one comes in from Gary from Tralee. How's it going, guys? Huge fan of the show. In parentheses, Tony's comedy. My great granddad died of polio. It was customary. Well, not customary. We just used to visit his grave every month. He was a beloved man. We used to bring fresh flowers every single week. And then we'd go up the next week and the flowers were gone. Not just dead, but gone. About a month ago, we got a letter that said, please don't bring flowers anymore. Bring Cadbury's biscuits to the grave. And we thought, this is so weird. So we did. one week we couldn't get Cadbury's biscuits, so we bought Jacob's biscuits. And as I put them down on the grave, a chocolate hand came out. And a spider was on the back.
Oh, thanks, Gary from Tralee.
Cheers, Gary.
Whoa, fucking man! I don't think that could be beaten.
Do you know? I used to have dreams of like I could write a horror film. Sometimes I think in the back of my head I could write a horror. So there you have-
Anytime that you say where you've had a few pints and you'd be like, I could definitely write a horror and be like, do you remember the Cadbury's Jacobs chocolate spider hand?
don't
man?
bring. And the spider said, "Don't bring the wrong biscuit."
Yeah, and how did he write?
What do you mean?
He wrote the letters, did he?
Yeah, with the hand.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
And the ink was made of web.
Whoa.
So there you have it. Jesus Christ! Don't be messing with the Beyond the Grave.
There you go. If you please, for the love of our sanity, send one in to us. To fucking sexybeastpod.
I'll put the feeler out next week.
That has been Shadow People. It's been a good episode. We had a lot of chat, a lot of energy for having it in the middle of the day. I have to say.
Yeah. Maybe we should do this again sometime.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Just like get a refresh going on. I unfortunately have to go back to work now. Oof.
Oh wow, this is your work. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I make
full-time.
millions from this.
Do you have a shadow proverb to play us out?
There is no proverbs for Shadow People. So
Well, there's a. Hang on. Hang on. What's that famous one about the shadow? Oh, here we go. Jago, keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see a shadow. Girl, you got that sex beast. You're just so sexy.
All you look is monsters. Oh, are you cryptic?
Stop it. You fucked me up.
Sexual homo, Bactus,
Jesus.
erectus. Hey, coming after me.
Who said hard to smack me with a big butt there because slap me? Blasphemy. You dare come at me with a big foot dick and a Loch Ness monster pussy. Oh, baby, sexy beast.
This has been a Podstaff.
Very good. This isn't even talking anymore.
This has been a production of the Headstuff Podcast Network.